crash and burn.
Hey everyone, so tonight I want to discuss my absolute least favorite Black Flag album, and that is the pretty much fully disappointing follow-up to one of the most important American rock records ever released, and that would be Damaged. And I didn't say punk there because fuck that. Damaged as a record, and as far as its overall importance concerning the, charting the musical history of the American output, or the American input at least, the record Damaged by Black Flag, is a massive contributing force. And yeah, I'm talking about My War. Fuck. I mean, the cool thing was that I picked all of these up so sort of out of order, because the first one I heard was, if memory serves at least, it was Damaged. And then because of that, you start tracking down the other Black Flag records, because there were a handful of them. And the reason I don't think I ever found this record early enough for me to discover right away how much I wouldn't like this was because I just never came across it. And whenever I did, it was so grossly overpriced that I just couldn't get right with the idea of paying whatever exorbitant amount of money that HMV was charging for it. So I really like the cover too. This cover is like the brightest, most sort of positive looking album cover Black Flag have ever released. It doesn't make sense though. It's got the red hand with a tie in it, and I don't get, like, why is the face behind the hand that has that? It doesn't matter. I really like the cover. And other than the title track, My War, which, to be honest, after all these years, I'm not even sure if I really like that song, or if I just tell myself that I like that song, because whenever I hear that song, I automatically reference the episode of Millennium, Somehow Satan Got Behind Me. I think it's in season 2, that uses My War by Black Flag. So I love Millennium and I love Black Flag, and so when you put, the two universes collide, and especially back when I was a kid and I was watching Millennium when it was on TV, and then when they're trying to drive the ratings and censors guy crazy, that the demons would always have, or the demons from the episode would always have like a little baby dancing, which at this point in the 90s was very relevant because of the digital dancing baby that would always pop up in Ally McBeal. So Millennium aped this in order to sort of spin it its own way. And whenever the guy's going nuts, the baby shows, and My War plays by Black Flag. Now that is a massive thing. When you're like however old and you're like one of your favorite bands is used in one of your favorite TV shows, it's like, holy shit, it's like my world is just complete. So yeah, I'm not even sure if I really like the title track or if it's just a reference back to Millennium. I mean, the rest of this record, Jesus Christ, the songs are no fun. It's like, and then considering that this is the direct follow-up to Damaged, you would just assume that at least to some degree that sort of, God almighty, that like speedy sense of anger and hatred would translate. And technically it does. The anger is definitely there. And that atonal guitar tone that Black Flag is ever so famous for is definitely there. And there's just as much dissonance and just as much like that sense of displacement and that, like I said, that overwhelming sense of anger. It's on all of Black Flag stuff. That is prominent here, and it's ever present and ever prevalent. But the songs just suck. There's nothing on here I like, especially if you consider the last 3 songs. I understand that the last 3 tracks on this record, they were being a little sludgy and whatnot, or as most people will refer to this, they'll say this track's on side B. Now I grew up listening to the CD and the cassette, so it's half true. If memory serves, though, I think the cassette had the 3 tracks that I absolutely hate on side B of the cassette as well. Just, it's been so long, I don't really remember. And I understand, like I said, the importance of the sludgier tracks on here and how they would go on to influence a lot of like math rock and like post-hardcore sludgy type doom. And I respect that. And of course, there's Black Flag innovating again, which is cool. But fuck, the songs suck. They're like 6, 7 minutes a piece, and they're just really boring. And I know they're filled with that sort of trademarked Black Flag self-hatred, self-loathing sort of like, and almost like heavy breathing between each, you know, like, you know, it's like, Jesus Christ, what's the song off Damagers? Like, my name's Henry, and you're here with me now, you know? And it's like you could see on Damaged where they're sort of setting up this slower tempoed Black Flag, but fuck, I hate them. I just hate it. So this whole record sucks. Yeah, so thank you so much for hanging out with me while I discussed Black Flag's absolutely abysmal follow-up to one of the best American rock/punk rock records ever made. And that was My War by Black Flag. If you liked this review, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. And if you really like My War, post it in the comments, because if somebody said something really clever that I wasn't thinking of, maybe it'll enable me to sort of see the record in a new light. And I would really like to do that, because I would always rather love something than hate something. Yeah, so like always, don't forget to do something nice for somebody, but most importantly, don't forget that the world is a better place because you are in it, and I will talk to you guys really soon. Have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button, because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.